name is Maya Jensen, and welcome to this Thanksgiving special of Campus Update. From sports to clubs to some interesting historical trivia that will get you in the holiday spirit, we have a lot for you to gobble up in this episode. Let's get started. Our school is known for its many prestigious titles and accomplishments in athletics, with our boys water polo team being ranked 3rd in CIF Division I, our football team currently in the Division VII CIF playoffs, girls golf winning the Sunset League tournament, and our girls volleyball team advancing to the CIF state playoffs. There is a lot going on in Oilers sports news. Amongst all the practices and games that bring our school so much success, we were allowed a little FaceTime with the girls varsity field hockey team to discuss their recent Sunset League championship.
For this season, we haven't won CIF in a couple years, so we really want to win this year. And since we won league, we have a good chance of winning. And our CIF, if we advance, then we get to play in the CIF final on Saturday.
Currently, we won Sunset League champs, and we're currently in the playoffs and hope to win CIF.
So I first started in the 8th grade. I did a clinic that the high school program ran, and I tried it out, and I really loved it. So then I tried out for the high school team, and I just joined, and it's been really fun since.
It's really fun. We're like a big family. We always have fun on the field.
Sunset League is just mainly the schools in this area, so like Marina, Westminster, and then Newport, and a few more schools. We have won all of our games this season except one, but we won our Sunset League, and now we're in the playoffs, so we did pretty good this season. I love being with my teammates all the time because we're truly best friends, and we love hanging out with each other outside, so when we're on the field, we just click really well and have good chemistry.
Our team's like a big family, and I feel like we're each other's best friends, and so playing is really fun and competitive with each other.
Be sure to go out and support girls field hockey as they continue their successful season. While it can't be debated that our school athletics are killing it this year, other more controversial and hard-hitting topics are being discussed at our very own debate club. We met with the club's president and vice president to get an inside look at what they're up to.
The purpose of our club is to provide the members a safe environment to debate about and share their opinions about topics without being interrupted or without being judged.
Our club's goals for this year is just to get everyone really comfortable with debating and public speaking. And I think with this, it will actually help people do better in their classes, like if you have a debate in history or English. Instead of doing a speech style of debate, we do a 4 versus 4 conversational style of debate.
We do a system where every other Friday we debate, and the Friday before that, we choose a topic to debate about.
Someone with no prior debate experience should join our club because it's a really comfortable setting. Instead of like going into a class and having to debate for the first time, I think you should come to our club because it's very comfortable. We do the topics that you guys want to do, like it's not very forced and it's like a very friendly environment. But one of our featured debates this year is the 2016 presidential debate. So Debate Club meets every Friday at lunch in B22.
It is important topics like these that we must talk about to make a better future for our country. In fact, one of our very dedicated Campus Update correspondents has been researching a related topic. Here's Amelia on Huntington Beach's wartime history in honor of the recent holiday, Veterans Day.
As you may know, Veterans Day was on November 11th, which marks the anniversary date of the end of World War I, so I decided to look into Huntington Beach's involvement during the war. I discovered that hundreds of young brave men from our city, ranging from 21 to 31, volunteered for service or registered for their draft in the 40th, 42nd, or 91st Division at either Camp Kearney in San Diego or Camp Lewis in Washington. The U.S. Navy took over the pier for military use when the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor in 1941 by installing a submarine lookout post at the end of it, along with a heavy-caliber machine gun. In honor of the heroic veterans that represent our city, the Surf City Veterans Day Car Show was held this past Friday and consisted of hundreds of classic and collector cars as a fun celebration. That same day, a ceremony was held at Huntington Beach Pier Plaza, where retired Lieutenant Colonel Jim Gormy was the master of ceremonies for the day. Huntington Beach has lots of interesting ties to war throughout history, and with so many people in our city who have contributed to protecting our country, hopefully you took a moment to be thankful for our veterans and their service.
Thank you, Amelia, and thank you to all veterans for your service. Now that the Veterans Day celebrations have come to an end, it's time to move on to one of my favorite holidays, Thanksgiving. In the spirit of this uniquely American meal, Levi reported on the true meaning of the holiday, from its lesser-known origins to its modern-day interpretation and values.
Way back in 1621, a feast was held between the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag people to celebrate one of their first successful harvests. The Pilgrims were thankful to have the assistance of a survived Patuxet slave named Squanto, who showed the Pilgrims how to fish and grow corn, a new way of agriculture for the Puritans. It wasn't until 1863, in the midst of the Civil War, that it was proclaimed as a national holiday by President Abraham Lincoln. Or so we've been told. It's hard not to talk about the holiday without mentioning the controversial speculations people have discovered. The consensus tends to be that, once the Puritans fled from England to the new land known as North America, these Puritans, holding strong to their Christian beliefs, saw the Wampanoag as, in a sense, controlled or influenced by Satan, making them the enemy. The Wampanoag weren't too comfortable with the new arrivers, as they were always trying to protect themselves from strangers or other Native American tribes. What followed was plenty of treachery, betrayal, slavery, and death. Much of it had to do with colonists taking the new land by force. There are many theories and opinions for both sides, yet we all know the history of the U.S. was pretty harsh towards the Native Americans, so these theories and speculations are most likely true, sadly. The true history to this holiday is very fuzzy, as it's hard to say exactly what happened around the original date of this holiday. We do know for sure that there was a feast of some sorts in 1621 Massachusetts. The rest is hard to say. Although we don't know exactly what happened, I can explain what Thanksgiving has become, which is a holiday to celebrate with friends, family, food, and plenty of leisure. To give thanks for all that we have, and to help those who don't have what we take for granted. To help others that don't have easy access to stuff we use daily, such as food, water, clothes, and so on. Despite some of the troubles we are all facing at the moment, and those that we have faced, let's spend a day to be thankful for the good that we've been given, and keep on giving good.
Thank you, Levi. No matter what your particular spread of delectable goodies looks like, for most of us, the piece de resistance of any Thanksgiving dinner is a tender, golden brown, and juicy turkey. But with such a delicacy arises various culinary myths. Here's Matt to crack down on these common misconceptions in this informative segment on how to properly prepare and carve a turkey.
Hey Oilers, I'm Matt Carney, and today we're going to learn everything there is to know about turkey. In the next few minutes, my goal is to prepare each and every one of you so that someday, when you have your hand up the back end of one of these bad boys, you'll know exactly what to do. We can start by breaking down the bird's odyssey into 3 steps: brining, cooking, and carving. For the brine, measure out some ice water, some chicken broth, some brown sugar, and 2 tablespoons of peppercorns. After it soaks for 8 hours, you can get right to cooking. Don't name it like I did, because you can become too attached. Cook the turkey for about 13 minutes per pound at 350 degrees. And before taking it out, make sure that the internal temperature of it reaches 165 degrees. There are 2 things you can use to carve your turkey. Either a really sharp knife or one of these guys from the hardware store. See, this is the real stuff. This is what I would like to apologize to all my vegan and vegetarian friends. This is a little gruesome. Cut down, separating, and loosening the cartilage that connects the leg to the rest of the carcass. I've never done this before. We can put that right there. Cut the rest of this meat off, like so. Okay, easy, easy peasy. Hands are getting dirty here. Look at that. I need a paper towel. Someone get me a paper. The next part we're gonna move on to is the breast. Pull out the wishbone. It's a little hard sometimes. Found it. Okay. Who's coming up here to do this with me? Oh! What? What? That's why they never give the wishbone to me. Find the breastbone, which goes down the center of the turkey. Cut right off the axis of it and start working our way down. And we left a little meat on there. That's okay, we can get that later. Here we have a nice slab of breast. We'll put that down there and we'll cut it later. Now you're just gonna repeat that process with the second half. Sometimes you have to use both hands. There's our second breast. For the wings, you can leave them on there if you want, or you can break them off, but you're gonna have to get your elbow grease in there. Turkey carving is not easy, my friends. Next step is to divide up the meat. You want to cut it with your electric knife at a bias, which means angled, against the grain. Important that you do it against the grain. Okay, here we go. Don't cut your fingers off here, be very careful. Don't make it a Thanksgiving to dismember, make it a Thanksgiving to remember. There we go. And boom. All right, guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned a little thing or two about how to carve a turkey. Happy Thanksgiving.
Be sure to take these turkey tips into consideration this upcoming week. And until then, from Monday, November 14th through Friday, November 18th is our school's annual What If Week, hosted by Bridges, ASB, and Link Crew.
It's that time of the year again for Huntington's What If Week to spread a positive message of kindness and respecting your peers. All throughout the week, activities will be taking place to promote a loving environment on campus where all students feel safe. Monday through Thursday, compliment grams with Kindness Pass It On bracelets will be for sale for $1 so you can send them to your friends and put a smile on their faces. If you don't have $1 to spare, there's no need to worry because Bridges has 1,500 buttons that they will be passing out to lucky members of the student body. On Monday, be prepared to buddy up against bullying by participating in the first Spirit Day of the week, Twin Day. On Tuesday, everyone counts, so wear a shirt or jersey that has numbers on it. Wednesday, we are going to put name-calling to sleep with Pajama Day. Thursday, we all rock and are going to wear our favorite band or concert t-shirts. And Friday, we are wearing orange and black to show pride in our Oiler family. Be sure to participate in dressing up because there will be a contest at lunch on Monday and Friday, and raffle tickets will be given to students that are wearing buttons and or spirit wear by teachers and staff. This week is going to be filled with fun, inclusive activities like live music and performances with hot food and snacks for purchase. An open mic night hosted by Link Crew and Bridges is going to be in the Student Center from 6 to 8 on Wednesday the 17th. Take this week as an opportunity to do good things and spread kindness to those around you. With so many people on this campus, all with individual identities, it is important to be nice to everyone and pay attention to the messages that What If Week presents.
Thanks, Tweet. That sounds nice. I can't wait until Spirit Week, but until then, we sent out Mike to interview the many spirits of our school and find out what goes on in your household in this episode of
Talk. What are you most thankful for?
I'm thankful of my mom, my dad, and most of all, my sister.
I'm thankful for life that my mother gave me. #YOLO.
I'm thankful for this girl right here.
Yep.
Excited. I'm most thankful for Gianna Bosco.
What is your favorite thing about Thanksgiving?
The food.
Yeah, definitely the food.
Sleep.
Definitely seeing people like get fat off of food is the best because they have that food baby that turns into like a super food baby and then it like evolves to a mega food baby. It's amazing.
Turkey.
Eating all the turkey and the corn.
Grandpa.
What do you do with your Thanksgiving leftovers?
I like to stuff it in a lamb and eat it.
I don't have any because I'm huge.
If you could stuff a turkey with anything, what would it be?
French fries.
Nutter Butters and SD cards.
Grass.
If you could add one non-Thanksgiving food to your Thanksgiving meal, what would it be and why?
It'd be a burrito because burritos are good.
Blueberry Jello. It's soft.
So, you know when you go to In-N-Out and there's like some cheese stuck to the wrapper and yeah, the side cheese.
Side cheese! I think it's... What are you most thankful for, big guy?
Hall Talk, definitely.
Right on, Mike. The beauty of shooting a turkey segment is that you get to eat it twice. Try not to overdo it, Oilers, and don't feed any turkey to your dog. You know, tryptophan. I think I'm going to go take a nap now. That's it, Oilers, for today. Have a great, happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next time.